Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel and welcome to my life. Please feel free to subscribe. In today's video, we are going to be doing part 3 and the final part of my 2024 solo trip to Disney World. Today, I will be taking you through my time spent at Magic Kingdom. So let's get into it. I'm Amber Rose, and here it goes.
You did a very good job. Way to go, brothers. Everyone is great. What a nice little puppy. And what a great experience. Oh, goodness, Mickey. Look at the time. We should begin the grand celebration.
Welcome to Disney World's Magic Kingdom, opening on October 1st, 1971. And it is the most visited theme park in the world today. Welcome to Cinderella's Castle. It is 189 feet tall. This is for safety reasons, for no building can be more than 200 feet without a flashing red light displayed on top, which wouldn't have been very magical looking. It looks much taller though, for they designed it to have smaller bricks and windows the higher you go up, fooling the eyes. The bricks are made of fiberglass panels attached to steel frames, completed with a drawbridge and a water-filled moat. Inside you can find Cinderella's royal table dining, where you can dine with the Disney princesses themselves. There is the royal bedchamber suite inside, but today can only be stayed at through special promotional opportunities that can be won. But it is said that this is few and far between. Okay, so I was in the mood for a little snack, so I headed over to Cheshire's Cafe for a Cheshire's Cat Tail, which is a pastry filled with sweet cream and chocolate chips. There are 6 lands in Magic Kingdom, which are Fantasyland, Tomorrowland, Main Street, Adventureland, Frontierland, and Liberty Square. So some of the things that you can find in Fantasyland are the Mad Tea Party spinning teacups, the Brainstormer and Dumbo the Flying Elephant, which can both be found at Storybook Circus. Also, you can take flight at Peter Pan's Flight. You can ride a boat through It's a Small World. You can hop aboard the many adventures of Winnie the Pooh, as well as hi-ho to the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train coaster. Of course, you can find yourself under the sea with the Journey of the Little Mermaid, as well as Enchanted Tales with Belle, where she will take you through a story, and Mickey's PhilharMagic, which is always a cool 3D movie to watch and take a little bit of a break if your feet are hurting or if you're a little on the sweatier side. Or you can take a relaxing ride on the Prince Charming's Carousel, which is an actual real antique from 1917. It is 60 feet across and it is one of the biggest of its kind in the world. And the Disney company took possession of it in 1967 and of course has remained in Fantasyland. There are 3 castles, all in which can be found in Fantasyland. The castles are, of course, the Cinderella Castle, Prince Eric's Castle, which houses the Under the Sea Journey of the Little Mermaid ride. You can also find the character meet and greet spot for Ariel. The Beast Castle, which is the outside of the Be Our Guest restaurant. You can also find Rapunzel's Tower. And I must admit that I am obsessed with the exterior of this bathroom area. It is absolutely phenomenal. I was a little all over the place while visiting Magic Kingdom this time around. but we're doing our thing. So I went to the backside of the castle at this point and got to meet the evil stepsisters, which are by far one of my favorite characters to meet. Next, I made my way over to Adventureland. The rides that you can find in this land are the Magic Carpets of Aladdin. Be sure to watch out of the spitting camel. The Jungle Cruise boat ride through the jungles of Africa and Asia. It is said that Walt had hoped to have real jungle animals participate in this ride, but decided not, as he was afraid that they may not behave or might hide. Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room, where you can visit some of your favorite birds singing the Tiki 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 Room song, which they have been singing for over 50 years. Also in Adventureland, be sure to check out our favorite pirates in the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, as well as you can climb about in the Swiss Family Treehouse.
Hi there. I'm, now listen now. It's right on the tip of my beak. Clyde Birdbrain? Oh, yeah. I'm Clyde Birdbrain.
No, I say, perhaps you good people have never conversed with toucan birds before.
So from Adventureland, you can walk right into Frontierland. Frontierland is set in the Wild West days of the United States. From here, I headed to the riverboat. The riverboat is in Liberty Square. I decided to hop on this big steamboat and cruise around in this relaxing boat ride and kind of get a different view of the park. So some of the rides that you can check out in Liberty Square are the Haunted Mansion, and here is the outside of the Haunted Mansion from the Liberty boat view, which is really cool. Haunted Mansion, of course, one of my favorite rides, highly recommend. Also in Liberty Square, you can check out the Hall of Presidents, as well as ride the Liberty Square riverboat as seen here. And as you do it, you get to see these different little setups that they've created, and it's overall just a really cool boat ride. But back to Frontierland, the things that you can check out there is the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad seen here. I went on this pretty much after the Liberty Square boat. I absolutely love the mountain railroad ride. It is super, super fun. You can also check out Tom Sawyer's Island if you want to walk around and explore the middle of the island here. That is the Tom Sawyer's Island. As well as you can check out the Country Bear Jamboree, where you've got your all-time favorite bears rocking it out, and be sure to keep an eye open for them as they walk the streets of Frontierland, and you can get a cool picture with them, as well as you can go to Frontierland's Shootin' Arcade. Like I said earlier, I was a little bit all over the place here on my Magic Kingdom day, which is fine. There doesn't need to be a rhyme or reason to what you do. You just do as you do. So I did hop over now for the first time today into Tomorrowland to go see Monster Inc.'s Laugh Room. I love this attraction. I find it hilarious every single time. It does not disappoint. So go check it out if you are in the mood for a good laugh. So I just enjoyed this, and then I ended up heading back to Main Street to catch the parade.
some juxtapositional humor.
Next, I headed over to the Festival of Fantasy Parade, which happens every afternoon, and it lasts about 12 minutes. They do recommend to line up and get your spot on the curb as soon as possible. It does get a little crowded. Myself, I ended up Genie Plusing this, which was pretty cool because they had a designated area sectioned off for those Genie Plus individuals, and it was right in front of the castle, as you can see. I did speak a little bit about the Genie Plus process in my part 1 of my solo trip, but just to kind of break it down, you just go on the day of, starting at 7 a.m. to your Walt Disney World's app, and you hit the Genie Plus, and you can purchase. So it will be extra cost of the day, but you can purchase the Genie Plus package, which will give you a list of all of the different rides available for the day. And throughout the day, you will select times to go and pass the line of those rides, or in this case, the parade, which again gave you this own little section. So I did enjoy that. So if you're looking to have this section of the parade or pass some lines, then go and check out the Genie Plus on your Walt Disney World app. Always make sure you check out different parade times, show times, character meet and greet spots. Make sure that you do book reservations for a lot of the restaurants well in advance. So if you're planning your trip, make sure at the time that you're planning it, you're also doing your reservations, things like that. It does get very busy, in my opinion, all the time at Disney. There hasn't really been a time that I've gone that it was not busy. So you want to make sure that you've got your reservations already booked in advance. You look into the Genie Plus and make sure you know what you need to do for that the day of. And again, always look for times for shows. Always check out those character spots. And of course, have a magical time. All right, then I headed further down Main Street. I did have another Genie Plus coming up, and that was to meet Mickey Mouse, so we'll get to him momentarily. But here on Main Street, you can enjoy all the shops, and it is supposed to be a replica of a small American town in the year of 1900. Here I am just checking out the inside displays of the fire hall. I loved the 101 Dalmatian details. There's just not enough 101 Dalmatians in Disney World, and the fact that they did this was amazing. But Disney, we need more 101 Dalmatians. Okay, now it is Mickey Mouse time, so I headed over to Town Square Theater and Genie Plussed my way to see Mickey Mouse. He does tend to have longer lines throughout the day, so he is great to do the Genie Plus with. So you've got rides, you've got different characters, you've got the parade. So the Genie Plus does have a lot to offer, so again, check that out. But right now, let's go meet Mickey. It is said that Mickey Mouse has about 136 outfits, including a tuxedo, as we see here, and a safari outfit. It is said that Minnie Mouse has over 100 outfits. And of course, you can meet Minnie and Mickey in all these different outfits throughout the 4 Disney World parks. There is always something to do on Main Street, but be sure to check out the store window displays. They always have different displays depending on the time of year, and it is a fact that they made the windows as low as they are so children could see. Okay, next I hopped onto the train station on Main Street. There are different stations around Magic Kingdom that you can hop on and off of to make your day a little easier if you want to take a rest. If you don't necessarily want to walk, you can always take the train from one land to another. And there are 2 trains. The red train is named Walt, for obviously Walt Disney, and the green one is Lily Bell, named after his wife. So super cool. So as you can clearly see, the sun went away. I headed over to Tomorrowland, or should I say the future, and went and checked out the Carousel of Progress.
Millions of people came to see it, and since then, the Carousel of Progress has had more performances than any other stage show in the history of American theater.
Then I headed over to the People Mover and took the relaxing ride around Tomorrowland.
Greetings, intergalactic travelers. Welcome aboard the People Mover, presented by Enterprise. I'm Orak 5, your guide aboard this highway in the sky, the absolute best way to see Tomorrowland. And my stars, is there ever lots to see? From spacecraft to monster labs, there's really nothing like
Other things you can partake in Tomorrowland is, of course, the classic Space Mountain. It is an obvious must. You can also hit up Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin and test out your shooting skills. We've got the Astro Orbiter that takes you high in the sky, and we've got Tron Light Cycle Run, and this is still virtual queue ride. So there are 2 virtual queues every day, one at 7 a.m., one at 1 p.m., and you want to get onto your Walt Disney app to activate that in hopes you get a number to then ride the Tron ride. You can also pay an extra price in and around $20 American to get a ticket to go on Tron. So you can pay to go on Tron or try to get into one of the 2 daily virtual queues. So check out your Walt Disney app for that. So if any of my Disney cast members can confirm this or not, but it is said that Disney World has underground tunnels for their cast members to walk through to get from one land to another without guests seeing them. And there is no better way to end your day than the happily ever after fireworks display at the castle. So that is what I did to finish my day here at Magic Kingdom. And I just want to make a side note to stay tuned for Tiana's Bayou adventure coming to Frontierland in late 2024. I know I'm super excited to finally be able to check that out. So just a tidbit, the that is coming your way in late 2024. So stay tuned for that. Thank you everyone for coming along my Disney solo trip with me over these 3 videos. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that it was informative, entertaining, all of the above. Concludes another 12-hour day at Disney World. I hope that you enjoyed the footage and information that I've provided in these last couple of videos. Yeah, so that will be it for this trip. My solo trip is complete. So again, I really appreciate all of you who have subscribed, all of you who watch my videos. It means the world to me. And until the next one, remember everyone, stay sweet.